It's been rather hot, but yesterday it was like 33, so excuse the noisy air pump in the background. I've had that on my 33-gallon community, just to add some extra oxygen. But I've just got a bit of an update for you all. So today I decided to do a bit of like a shrimp census, just to like count how many shrimp I have, and like I put them in like this little jar, and I was going to use it to get with the new air pump I've just ordered. So the new air pump being the a USB one. So I was going to use that on my aquarium, just a little USB little nano air pump. So Aquarium Corp, I've done a few videos on them. They're meant to be really quiet, but I just wanted to show you guys all like the shrimp I have in my tank. So I think I've caught most of them. I can't guarantee that. I think there's at least a few still in here. I know there's plenty of shrimplets, because I had one buried female, and she's no longer buried, but now I have a new buried female, which isn't the same one, because I can tell because the eggs are much smaller. But as you guys can see, I've got a lot of shrimp in here, and I put a bit of moss in as well just to keep them happy. But this is only really temporary. I wouldn't recommend doing this ever. I just want to see how many shrimp I have in here. The tank's a bit of a mess, but I'm prepping for so my sick better fish downstairs, Jasper. I was planning on doing a rescape for him, and so I've got a Tiger Lotus bowl, and I've pulled out one of the crypts from my 33-gallon community. But I hope you guys can see this quite well, but I've got quite a lot of nice shrimp in here. I've bred all of them. I think some of them, probably some of the larger ones, are probably the ones that I actually got from Maidenhead Aquatics. So I think I got like 10 shrimp for like 10 quid, something like that. But I think it's like originally 5 for £10, but like the guy there just gave me 10, so they're all so tiny. But I've raised them all up. Hopefully you can see this, but there's lots of females. They're actually really colourful, just compared to some of the males. Yes, you can see like some of the larger ones are starting to lose their colour, but I'm just going to try and make sure that I have at least some nice colours in my shrimp. I'm not breeding for profit, or like how I really want it. So if I really wanted like really nice shrimp, I should like maybe take, if I could point him out, that male here. That should be a cull, but for me I haven't. There's another male over here with a crooked spine. There is only one cull from this colony, and well, it isn't actually a cull, but it somehow ended up in my 33-gallon community. So it must have got in on one of these, my little net, because I was using it to like this little shrimp net. I also use it for plants, like to get little bits of hair grass, etc. out, but you can see it gets everywhere. But that's what I must have done, and this little shrimplet must have got on, and then somehow ended up in my 33-gallon community. And yeah, that's the story. Somehow ended up in there. It's got a bit of a really weird spine, but I apologise, because my 33 gallons a bit of a mess, because I've rooted everything. So is this tank. It's a bit of a mess. It needs a trim. What else does it need? Oh yeah, the wood's a bit lopsided because I nudged it over. It's all a bit of a mess. I'm probably going to do all that maintenance next week, because I can't be bothered to do it this week, because I did a lot of maintenance yesterday on this tank. Crypt's blocking out a bit of the light, so that's annoying, so I need to watch out for that. And I really hope that this Tiger Lotus bulb actually flourishes. So I got this from the 33-gallon community. As you can see, it's a bit of a mess. I've got a lot going on here. So this jar of fern is going to go in the shrimp tank, shrimp colony tank. So these rotala bits here. I'm not sure about this hair grass. I've had this bag of hair grass for months. That's why it's covered in algae. Clean the sponge filter out. Siamese algae eaters absolutely love it. You can just see them all perched up on there. This jar fern's come undone a bit. It's all a bit of a mess. Need to gravel vac along here. It's all full of gunk. But how I got this bulb's quite interesting. I got it so one day I just found it that it was floating, So I originally grew this whole tiger lotus from it. So I'm going to try and reuse the bulb it originally came in to try and grow another one. And I was going to put that in the Jasper's tank downstairs and like upgrade it, because I wanted to put some new plants in there because the plants have been doing great. So just take it all down, put him in probably in the quarantine because he needs to be quarantined anyway, as well as his fish. Put his quarantine all of them in there for a month, get the new tank cycled and scaped, etc. And yeah, I'm not sure if the tiger lotus is going to be too big in there, take up too much space, suck up too many nutrients. So I was planning on having that, the crypt, maybe the hair grass he's got in there, a large jar of foam like this, which I'm going to go pick up hopefully tomorrow from Maidenhead Aquatics, some more Romana shrimp. I'm not sure about the green neons, I might just put him in, and the other fish in there. I might keep the cories because they keep the substrate nice and clean. But I'm tempted to put him in on his own. He'll really like that. But I think my main focus for now is to try and get him better. But this tiger lotus is getting better since I last showed it to you guys. So I was talking about how it's like frayed a bit. It starts to produce some new leaves at the bottom here, but which look nice and healthy. They're starting to reach up. Tiger lotuses do this when they so if they release like a lily pad up here and they successfully do it, their natural instinct is, okay, I need to get all of them up there. For me, I like 1 or 2 lilies. I don't like anything else, so that's probably what I'm going to do for Jasper's tank. Have 1 or 2 lilies because I want that sort of like lilies on top with maybe some salvinia, because I also ordered some salvinia and some larger nubius, so I don't want the tiger lotus overtaking those anyway. Yeah, I'm probably going to do it dirted and with like some fluvistratum, that kind of thing. So I'm really looking forward to that. And with this air pump, it's just like my generic one I've been using on here. I need to paint this. It's like I've had it wedged in here like a few months ago, and it's just absolutely ruined the paintwork. And it's just running the sponge filter and the air stone. It's no longer running the breeder box, so I've come up with a new way of doing that. And that is by running it. So I found that it's quite noisy as well. So I've decided to run. So the hang-on back All-Pond Solutions 500 hang-on back filter draws water up here, filters it all through here, pushes it out here, and then it goes through the sponge here and the biological media. It makes this a lot quieter. It was a bit noisy, but it's less noticeable now because it's further away from my bed. Also, I've also tucked in my little thermometer in here. It's no longer like sticks to the glass very well. And also it's like stained blue from dosing methylene blue in here. Yeah, it just bangs about and makes this annoying noise like that sort of noise. I think it's glass, I can't remember. I'm not trying to break it, but like it's a nice little spot back here in the corner for it. And so yeah, if you're a bit concerned by how it's going, so it's I've managed to hook it onto here, hooked on here, and there's like a little thing down. I don't know if you can see it. So it is secure. I have checked over the past couple of days. Seems to be doing all right, but like I've just got lots of bio rings in here and the sponge. I might change it all to all bio rings to increase the bio load in there, but I found that there's a little bit of gunk still coming out of here. But overall, it's doing all right, and I can't wait to escape Jasper's aquarium downstairs. And the Anubias I've ordered is I can't remember what. I think it's like Pateri. So there was an offer on Aqua Essentials, and it was like £3 or something about per Anubias. So I jumped on that and bought 3. And they're down from like £6 or £7. So I think it's like this sort of Anubias, one of the larger species. So you can see this Anubias has been overrun with algae again, which is really annoying. This Java fern's not doing great, even though I did glue it down, but on this Ceru stone, but it's come undone. But that's the problem with this aquarium. It's So in its whole life, it's had lots of bad algae issues. So pretty much from the first week, I had really bad algae issues. I think probably having it overstocked is a contributing factor. But with this whole new filtration, I think it's doing much better. So you've got the intake sponge there, it's extra media. Got the sponge filter even more, and you've got the filter back here, and you've got the marina breeder box. So I've got a lot going on in here. My plants, as you can see, there's a lot of algae on them, but I was thinking maybe starting weekly updates. So just doing a weekly update on all my tanks, and I thought that would be quite a good idea. And I'm just going to do weekly updates, so I think I'm going to probably do a weekly update at the end of this week. It depends how busy I am at school, because I'm just about to start my GCSEs, so with that I'll be much more busy, much more work, etc. So the videos might go down, so it might go down from no, I'll be uploading less basically, so I'll probably go from one video every 2 days, maybe to one video every 2, 3, 4 days, that sort of thing, maybe once a week. It depends what I can handle, because it's going to be a very busy 2 years for me. And yeah, I think the only plant doing which isn't that algae covered is this census, and that's doing very well. So if you're wondering where I got the plants from, I got them from aquariums. Not these plants, but the plants I've ordered for Jasper, or better to upgrade him. So I was just going to do a large Java fern like this, with 2 or 3 anubiuses at the back, like creating height. One of these, I can't speak. One of the red tiger lotuses, or the dwarf lilies, that sort of thing. Some moss. I'll probably take it from my 16-gallon. I've got a lot going on, so there's always taking this down, this aquarium. So I was talking about ideas, but I don't mean like take it all down, restart, whole new scape, whole new fish, etc. Probably just take it down, change the substrate, change the layout, get these plants all like undone, sort of get all the algae off, etc. It's just this tank isn't doing amazing at the moment. Fish are doing fine, just not the plants and overall maintenance. I want to put a background on it. There's lots of things I want to do to it, but because of what I've got in here, I haven't got anywhere to put them, etc. So maybe if I start the Blue Dream tank, and once I've got that cycle but not having any shrimp in it, I can maybe put these guys in there temporarily. I think the only fish that's not going to like it is my red tail shark, Eruption. So with him, he as long as there's not many hiding spaces, he gets really aggressive towards my denison bulbs. I don't know why, but I think he really likes escape because there's lots and lots of hiding spaces, and that's why I never see him. But I find it better not to see him and not be aggressive towards these guys than him being aggressive and always seeing him. But this is just like sort of an update for my tanks, and I hope you've enjoyed watching.